Of all the addictions in the world available, the most acceptable one is your food addiction. Anyone's food addiction. It's the most acceptable addiction in the world. Isn't that incredible? 70% of Americans are overweight and or obese, which means we're going to be leading down the road to earlier signs of heart disease, diabetes, many more problems than anyone can believe with a population of 70% overweight or obese. But one of the biggest problems in our culture and a lot of cultures is food is used as a celebratory item. Isn't that interesting? Hey, you're tuned in to David Essel's Daily Video Boost. Alcohol is socially accepted as well. But when people get drunk, then it's not as socially acceptable, but you don't see people overeating, acting crazy, right? So that's why it makes it even more difficult, this addiction. Anyway, you're tuned into David Essel's Daily Video Boost. It's a free 5-day-a-week video service. You can sign up at any time at talkdavid.com, and you'll get about a 3-minute video 5 days a week, giving you thoughts and tips and ideas on how you can shatter, change, do whatever. Take notes. Don't trust this brain, man. It ain't going to work. So food is the most accepted addiction in the world. I remember when I was in high school, dating individuals that their family members were huge into celebratory. Everything was about food. You go over on a Sunday afternoon. Oh my God, you've got to try this. I said, well, I just ate. Well, that's okay. You got to try it anyway. And then I would say, oh, I'm fine. I'm doing good. But as I looked around, everyone in their family was consistently eating, and everyone in the family was overweight. I went to a birthday party about 2 years ago for a 4-year-old. And of course, the kids were playing with their food and throwing food and eating and having a blast and everything. And I saw this cachet, I'll call that, of adults over in a corner surrounding this food table. And they were actually encouraging each other. Oh, you've got to try this now. You've got to try that. Now, they were all very, very overweight. But see, it's acceptable, right? And when I work with food addicts, they'll say, well, David, you don't understand my addiction. I mean, you actually have to have food to survive. And is that a true statement? Well, of course. The amount that you're eating is not necessary for survival. The type of food you're eating is not necessary for survival. So we have to blow apart the rationalization, justifications, et cetera, et cetera. But it's really difficult because when we have this amount of the U.S. population struggling with weight, we know that the acceptance of food as an addiction is at an all-time high. Now, why do we love food this much? Well, some people say because it's one of those vices that you're here on earth and you only live once and you should try everything. And that's just all a bunch of crap. It's just justification, rationalization. The truth is this. The reason we overeat is to avoid emotions. So when you're bored, when you're angry, when you're resentful, when you're shameful, when you're guilty, and you eat food, it will numb the brain, for God's sake. It does. Sugar, salt, white flour, fat. Oh my God, they go right to the pleasure center of the brain. The number one reason we overeat is to self-medicate. It's unfortunate that food has become so accepted as an addiction, but we can change it. And if you need help, there's programs all over the world. There's people all over the world to help you. We have one of the top weight loss programs ever created, Weight Loss Now and Forever. If you want to work with me, go to talkdavid.com, sign up. We'll take $200 off of the cost of Weight Loss Now and Forever because of your seriousness of watching these videos. Go to talkdavid.com, send us an email. Let's shatter the food addiction. Have a beautiful day.